I guess what I really want to say is thanks for giving me Cosequin all these years so I can stay right by your side.
Keep 'em moving with Cosequin Joint Health Supplements, the #1 vet-recommended retail brand and official joint health supplement of the Westminster Dog Show.
Good morning and thanks for being with us here on Wake Up America this morning. I'm Rob Finnerty. This photo, maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. It's a photo of kids in cages at the border. It's being completely ignored by the rest of the media. This while Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of Homeland Security, made his second trip to the border ever yesterday. This as the Border Patrol prepares for what could be a massive surge of illegal migrant crossings starting next week. Joining us now for more, senior law enforcement analyst, former acting CBP Commissioner Mark Morgan. Mark, good morning. Great to have you back on. We reached out to the Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz yesterday for comment. So far, he has not responded. But what was your reaction to this photo when you saw it?
Rob, look, I really appreciate the fact that you reach out to Chief Ortiz, because I will join him any day, anytime, anywhere to talk about this photo, to talk about the crisis, including how he handled the unmitigated, unfortunate false allegations of the horse-mounted unit where they were vilified for something that they didn't do. And he has sent out a tweet about this saying that the photo is not a recent photo. And then he commented about how that they always treat unaccompanied minors in the most humane way, trying to insinuate that the reason for reason why we sent the photo was to somehow chastise the Border Patrol. And there's two things, Rob, real quick. I've seen the metadata of the photo, including the date timestamp. It's a legit photo, and it is recent. And with respect to the insinuation, I want to make very clear, the reason why we sent that photo out was not to say the Border Patrol was doing anything wrong, just the opposite. When I was a commissioner, when I was chief, we actually held unaccompanied minors in similar conditions. And it's the right, humane thing to do because we're separating them from unknown males that are also being detained. So they were actually doing the right thing. The reason why we sent the photo out is to bring attention to what you said in the beginning, is the hypocrisy from the mainstream media and the Biden administration. Because when I was there and we did the exact same thing, the mainstream media, Rob, lost their minds saying what we were doing was horrific when it was actually the right thing to do.
Mark, when is that photo from?
It was from last week, just a few days ago.
Chief Ortiz has been very vocal about the problems at the border. Why do you think he's denying that this photo is from last week?
It's a good question, Rob. I don't understand why he would pick this fight to fight. I mean, he knows the credibility of Jason Jones, which is a Newsmax field reporter, and what he does. I mean, he verifies and double checks everything. So I don't understand why he would pick this fight to actually lie about and make these false insinuations. And I tell you, look, again, I've seen the metadata. The only conclusion, Rob, that I can draw right now is that in the past, I've been very critical of Chief Ortiz on how he's handling this crisis, how he's treating the incredible men and women of his own Border Patrol, specifically how he handled the Horse Patrol incident when he had the opportunity to correct the false narrative in public, and he refused to do so as the chief.
Mark, Title 42 is scheduled to be rolled back next week, although there is some reporting this morning that it could be extended. We'll wait to see what happens. But we've seen what's happened in Arizona. That state is a lot more blue now. Ted Cruz barely beat Beto O'Rourke in 2018. It was a close race. Is the real goal here maybe not to turn America blue, but to turn Arizona and Texas, a massive state with 38 electoral votes? Is the real goal to turn the 4 states along the border? California's already blue. But is that part of the goal here, you think?
I don't know, Rob. I mean, I think that's a good and fair question, though, because why? Why would any administration do what they're doing right now? Why would they destroy a strategy that applied deterrence, consequences, and inserted integrity back in the system? Why would they dismantle the network of tools, authorities, and resources we had to achieve the most secure border, to jeopardize every aspect of our nation's safety and national security? You're asking the right question. Why? It doesn't make sense except for what you're talking about.
Mark, we appreciate it. Have a good weekend. Thank you for sending us that. We will pick this conversation up next week. Thank you.